and the coyote, and the bobcat. Those are cool, huh? Yeah.
Hi guys, Merry Meet. I have tried recording this video a couple different times, and stuff keeps interrupting me. So I'm doing this the best I can now. I'm sorry it's a little quiet. There's people in the house, and my microphone's kind of off to the side right now. It's right over here. I didn't think to put it on its crane right in front of me before I started recording this again. But it should be fine. So this is a vlog just going over my weekend. It was very interesting. I didn't want to be negative about the situation. It had its downs, but other than that, it had some really good times. I'm making sure this is recording. Other than that, it had some really good points. And I took some video while I was there, so I'm going to show y'all some of that during this video. Also, hopefully the reflection of the ring light in my glasses isn't too distracting. So last Thursday I decided to take a trip to Oklahoma City, where my brother and his family live, just to kind of see them and spend time with them over the weekend. It was my first solo road trip, so from where I currently live, it was a little over 5.5 hours from point A to point B, which is very interesting. I have never driven for that long in one period of time. I think the longest I had driven before then was a little over 3 hours, so an extra 2 was definitely a lot more intense. But anyways, when I got there, we had a few things planned over the weekend, one of which is that they have been trying to get in shape, as well as me too, and they have a little wild reserve, nature park. They have a little nature park near their house, where it's like a wildlife reserve, so there are deer and turtles, and apparently they've seen an armadillo there before. And it's just a bunch of dirt trails that just go through these woods, and it was really nice to be through that, because after moving here to Lubbock a year ago, we don't really have trees out here. The most nature you're going to get is probably a cotton field. So it was really nice to be out in nature. It was a very grounding experience, which is why I was wearing a bloodstone pendant. I have one of those little cages where you can put your tumbled stones. I was wearing bloodstone each time I went out there, because that's a very grounding stone, and I guess probably the most grounding stone that I had with me on that trip. Oh.
There's deer over there.
Oh, I think they're gone. Oh, there he is.
Sheep.
Oh, there's a doe.
Did you see the deer baby? Over by the tree? He's eating a snack. Alright, let's go. No, we already
While we were out there, there's also a river that runs through the entire park, so we got to see that. While being there, I was honestly hoping to find a good stick to turn into a wand, and it just so happens that whenever we stepped down to the riverbank, sitting right there, getting just gently splashed by the water, was actually a pretty nice stick. I think is a pretty good size for a wand, and actually you probably can't see it, but it's got a hole all the way through it to the other side. So I really like that. It was almost like the river was presenting it to me. So this is going to be my wand now. I'm going to clean it up and clean out the inside and then fill it with stuff. I was talking with people on a Discord group. One person suggested that I put like a copper wire through it because apparently that's magnifying. I was thinking of putting little chips of a quartz crystal all the way through it. But so I'm going to do that. I'll put a point on one end and I'll make a little plug for the other so I would actually be able to take it on and off and fill it with whatever would suit my needs for that time. This is a really nice find. Pretty much my only goal while walking through the park, other than having a chance to reconnect with nature, was to actually find a nice stick to use for a wand, and it was literally like presented to me by a river. So every year around this time of year, the food store Sprouts comes out with this cider. It's a pumpkin spiced apple cider, and while it tasted really, really good, and I plan on getting more myself, the bottles are actually really, really nice. Let me see. The ring light honestly isn't doing them much justice. They're a very nice brown color. Honestly, I guess they're just a brown color of any like regular beer bottle, but they have a very nice top to them. So you can see this one I've already torn the label off, and I've actually used some lemon essential oil to help get most of the residue off. There's still more to clean off, but you can see the little pop thing. So you pop that and you can take the cap right off, and so you can easily refill and seal them easily with whatever else you want. I plan on using these to put tinctures in. I have a few things that I need to make a tincture for, one of which includes a hair regrowth serum to kind of reverse male pattern balding, which I'll make videos about later on when I do that, but until then the hat will remain on my head. The other two things I got are actually something that I also grabbed while at my brother's house. They have a fireplace, and so they keep a bunch of sticks by their fireplace to put in it for fires. And they used to keep that pile outside until they brought it in, but they left these two guys sitting outside, and I figured, you know what, they aren't getting use out of them, so I just grabbed them. I didn't ask, but I'm not considering this stealing, because you shouldn't use items that you steal in your practice. At least that's what I learned. So yeah, they just weren't going to use out of them, but I know that I can, and I'm pretty sure they weren't going to use them anyways. So yeah. So my plan for these guys is to slice them into discs and then burn or write runes on them and make a little protective strand. I've been seeing that a lot recently, like every single day consistently. I've been seeing a protective strand of runes that people put above their doors, and so I figured I needed one. But that's pretty much all I have to show y'all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is kind of the style of videos I want to do here, with recording things that I do and then editing it between me talking about everything. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I will definitely be making more like this soon, especially now that I've come back to the channel. I think my next video is going to be going over my altar, or maybe showing off my crystal collection, because that's grown a little bit. So I'm really happy and excited about that. But until next time, thank you for watching, and blessed be.